That was a long, long day. We started at the sale. 9:30 we left here. We got back just before 6 o'clock. Now we did stop and get something to eat. It wasn't that much. We were all pretty tired. By the time we got back to the hotel room. My iPad charged, or dead. It died. Just like our energy was zapped all day. So I went through, we found 57 horses we like, spread over 4 days of a sale. The ones in the last day, so maybe another 8 we haven't seen yet completely. But Amy, she's tired. I'm tired. I do have a top 10 list. Usually I don't give the top 10 lists out, but some of them are obvious. Some of them were what I feel hidden horses in the sale. There's no point lying about them. We're trying to drum up some support for these horses. So I'm just gonna introduce them as is. Now, you're gonna be getting the videos. We did a slew of videos. You're gonna be getting them all, but they're late. Curtis had to fly home tonight, so he's in Chicago right now. You're not gonna get these videos. They're not gonna hit YouTube until 1 o'clock in the morning. I'm gonna do a little email up for you, give you a little rundown of my top 10 list, a quick one, a little update on everything that's going on, and that'll be about it. So, without further ado, I'm going to run through my top 10 list. Now, granted, some of these horses, I tried to stay away from the ones that we just probably can't afford, because it's not fair. I'm taking a spot away from a horse that we could afford, that I think I found value in, without, obviously, the last component of value is the price of the horse. So, suspected value I found in. Now, we had a lot of people email me and say, Anthony, just give it to me straight. What's your top 1, 2 picks? I can tell you after today, there's a lot of horses I think we can find value in. There's a lot of horses I really like. My top 2 picks are Cantab Halls. In fact, my top pick is the first horse in the ring tomorrow, Backstreet Romeo. Now, to be clear, probably can't afford this horse. This should probably be a 6-figure animal. More than likely, maybe it's almost embarrassing talking about it. Maybe, as I said to somebody today, we might luck out and get him for $50,000. He could go for $250,000 also. There is no way I'll know that this is a gorgeous colt. He's put together great. He's put together correct. You can go to the email, to our YouTube page, or the email that you're going to get. I guess this is your email. You're going to be getting it. Actually, this is YouTube, but you're going to get it early in the morning on Monday. Backstreet Romeo. What do I got to lose by saying he's a nice horse? He's a nice horse. I'd like to drum up support. I think we have a top price. Our top price is not 6 figures. It's a little over half that. Having said that, we probably can't afford him, but he's a good-looking horse. So I'm going to mention him exactly where he belongs. Number 1, Backstreet Romeo. My second pick. Now, I will tell you, there's 2 horses that share position number 9 because they're both very closely related. One is out of a mother, and one is out of a sister to that mother. So I put them both, I cheated a little bit. I put them both in slot number 9. I'm going to talk about them both. But before I talked about both of them, I'm going to show you my second pick, who is also a Cantab Hall. That is number 106. Oh, boy. Oh, boy, another horse. Very well put together. Very flashy. Good-looking colt. Great video, great pedigree. Look great in person, too. Another horse that might garner 6 figures. We're not going to be going there, obviously, but I would like to take a run at either one of these colts. If you have any interest out there and you understand that they look to be high-quality animals, it will cost some money. I do have a little bit of support of both of them. We have emails where people are pledging money to buy these horses at certain share prices, similar share prices to what I believe I'd be comfortable paying, probably quite a bit less than what they'll actually go for, but... And I keep saying this in my videos, and I'll use her again, Nancy Allison. There's no way Nancy Allison was a $22,000 yearling. We got her for $22,000. In my mind, I think an absolute fraction of what she should have went for. And a true example of what can happen at a sale. And I truly believe that, oh boy, good-looking horse. I'd love to see one of these 2 fall through the cracks, but don't know if they will. This is actually first foal out of a sister to Cedar Dove. So... Cedar Dove, you might know her better as a mare that made $1.2 million and win in 152 back when it meant something. 3-year-old trotting filly of the year in 2011. Just a very, very nice filly. Down in the 4th dam, you have Lookout Victory. You have speed, money all through the entire horse. We shouldn't be able to get this horse, but we can talk about him. It's free to talk about him, I know that. So number 106, oh boy, good looking horse. Next one is going to be a surprise to you. This is number 872, Willpower Fashion. 3rd last horse in the entire Yearling sale book. 3rd last. Good looking horse. I don't know a whole lot about Possess the Will. Never had one, never drove one. Don't even remember seeing one in the program. I know there's lots of them out there. My only concern with this horse is that Fashion Farms puts this horse in. I don't know. They race horses. They race horses for a living. So, obviously they breed horses too. But I'm always a little bit concerned when I see people that retain, buy, race horses, and then sell some. So that's obviously a question I'd love to answer. I don't know who I could get a straight answer from on that, but Willpower Fashion. It's a horse that I kind of added onto my list the other day. Hey, we're going to take a look at this horse. Oh my God. Pulled him out of the stall. This is one gorgeous colt. Possess the Will. He's a sister to a filly named Fashion Athena that made $300,000 and took a 2-year-old mark of 153 and 2. Lots of money all throughout, lots of speed all through the dams. I believe number 872. I'm going to give him number 3. I'm going to garner him number 3 on my list. So the first three colts, first 3 horses on my personal list are all Pennsylvania trotting colts. Exactly what we're looking for. Obviously, I don't know if we can afford any of them. Should be able to afford Willpower Fashion, I suppose. But he's got a hard line. I mean, this is a last yearling day, other than the spillover day where there's 40 yearlings on day 4. This is day 3. Is it day 3 or day 4? Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday. Day 3. This is the last of the yearlings, the 3rd last one. And as such, I don't expect him to go for a ferocious amount of money. But a fair amount of money, fair market value. This is a nice colt and one that I would love to have. So number 872, Willpower Fashion. Oh, I hit the video. Next is a filly. We got to a filly. Not only did we get to a filly, we got to an Ohio-bred trotting filly. This is an Uncle Peter filly. I thought she was a knockout when they brought her, one of the first horses we saw the day, and she stayed with me all day in my memory. I had her a little higher than 4 earlier on, but she is Ohio. We got a lot. She is a filly. We're looking for colts. But of the horses that aren't Pennsylvania trotting colts, she's the top of the list. She is a beautiful filly. One little problem. She's pretty well bred. She's got a full sister that's now 2 in racing, but in the 2nd dam is Cruzado del Noche. 1 in 153 and 4 as a 2-year-old. 1 in 153 and 3 as a 3-year-old. 1 in 153 and 2 as a 4-year-old. 1 in 151. Oh, that's before time. That doesn't count. You might know him better as the horse that won the International Trotting Series in Yonkers 3 weeks ago. That's how you might know him. So this filly right here is bred very, very well, and she is perfectly pristine put together. It's a beautiful filly. Number 737. Pine Creek. Now, maybe not a surprise. I don't know if he was on my list. He must have been before. Number 206, Sebastian U. All the Sebastian Ks, they're sharp, little stocky buggers. Some of them are a little bigger, but none of them look strong and long and like bulked and filled out. Sebastian U does. He didn't look like any of the other Sebastian Ks I've seen. Maybe because he's a February foal. That may have done it. Just an absolute knockout of a colt. Just a beautiful colt. So Sebastian U is a colt I was very, very impressed with. So I try to make it easy. When it's all said and done, and when I look at the pedigrees and I look at the videos, I look at all of everything, even the on-site inspection. At that point, I make it as easy as I can. Just rate them, 1 through 10. I gave 3 horses a 9.5 today. Sebastian U was one of them. So it may be a remedial scaled system, but it keeps it easy for me so I can look back and refresh my mind. And a 9.5 was on 3 horses in the entire Harrisburg sale. Sebastian U was one of them, number 206. Next is number 347. 347, another trotting colt, but not in Pennsylvania. He's in a jurisdiction I told you I would not be shopping in this week. He's in New York. These are Here Comes Herbie from the Blue Chip consignment, number 347, our Herbie Blue Chip. my goodness, this is a good-looking horse. And you look on the first dam, you said, oh, geez, there's some nice horses here. 6 foals, 6 winners, 6 for 6, 100% in the first dam. Second dam's young. Okay, let's skip down to the third dam. Oh, yeah, there's just Yankee Glide in the third dam. So our Herbie Blue Chip, number 347, I was not looking for a Here Comes Herbie. I was not looking for a New York Sire Trotter, but I am looking for a nice horse. And this is a good-looking colt. Number 347, our Herbie Blue Chip comes in at number 6. Number 7, I think, is number 82, another trotting filly. At least we got the right jurisdiction this time. This is a Pennsylvania trotting filly. This is a half-sister to Prospect Hill that raced against White Tiger this year. I mentioned I like Quimby in my video the other day, but man, oh man, when I saw her in person, I really, really like this filly. Pennsylvania sired and New Jersey Standardbred Development Fund eligible. It's just a half-mile track. They race in Freehold, I think. But well-bred filly, half-sister to Prospect Hill. There's some money and speed in the second dam, money and speed in the third dam. Just a great-looking filly and a great-looking pedigree. Number 82, horse that I'm pretty sure we can't afford either. But 82 is a horse we're going to look at in Quimby. Next is another one. Almost certain 0% chance we get this filly. This is number 8. Number 31 is Dindy Hanover. This is an Andover Hall filly. Again, wrong gender, right jurisdiction. This is Dindy Hanover, an Andover Hall filly. I had a half-sister to Dab Hanover, made $152,000, took a mark of 153 and 4 at 2, the Donato Hanover sibling. There's 2 foals. The other one didn't race, I guess. And in the second dam, there's just Guccio and Lagerfeld. Just a gorgeous, gorgeous filly. Again, one that I'm pretty sure we're not going to be able to buy. But, as I said before, it's free to talk about them. So number 31, Dindy Hanover, a horse I'd love to put. And again, just simply drop me a line. Send me an email. Hey, Anthony, I'm interested. What do you think your price point is? Here's what I'd be comfortable putting in if you got the horse. We're not going by any of our hard lines. You can be sure of that. So what I tell you it's going to be is going to be. I would love to hear from as many people as we could. A little confidence going into the sale in the next few days would be helpful. Number 31, Dindy Hanover. Take a look at this filly. She looks good. Now, the next 2 are shared by 2 horses. The reason I did that, I looked at number 26. That's Cupid Hanover. Cupid Hanover is a good-looking Father Patrick colt out of Cressida Hanover. She is the mother of Glidemaster. And I know people say, oh, Glidemaster. You might not like Glidemaster as a stallion, but you better well respect him as a racehorse. He made just a hair under $2 million, $1.968 million. Took a mark of 151 and 1 when it meant something as a 3-year-old. Glidemaster was a tremendous racehorse. This is a big, strong colt, and I like him. Pretty hard not to like him. Pretty hard to afford him. You're not going to. So I said, well, we'll look around. I found another one at a Hanover. Number 45. Now, this is a Father Patrick colt again, except it's out of a sister to Glidemaster's mother. So a cousin, so to speak. And it already has a brother. Took a mark of 154, timed in 152 and 4. 90,000 made by Cantab Hall. Another one took a mark of 57 by Cantab Hall. The second dam, obviously, is a dam of Glidemaster and such. So we might not be able to afford 26. We might not be able to afford 45. Who knows, though? Both Pennsylvania trotting colts. Both of them dual eligible, Pennsylvania and Kentucky. And both absolutely gorgeous. I better make sure the other one's Kentucky also. I know 45 is. Yeah, they both are. Both are Kentucky and Pennsylvania eligible. Both knockouts. Both very similar in breeding. I'm going to put them both at number 9. Last and absolutely not least is one. I said I wasn't going to Ontario. Not going to look at any Ontario breds. I will tell you, of the 57 horses I like that are below this top 10 list, Be My Delight Sister is on the list. She's a knockout too. She's a little bit bigger than Be My Delight right now. Be My Delight was small. This filly's about a medium-sized filly. Looks good also. I could go through all 57 with you and tell you how much I like about them. Tell you what I like about them, how much I like them. But I figured I'd stop with 10. So number 10 is number 370. This is a colt, Ontario sired colt by Wheeling and Dealing. And this is Peregrine. Paragon Hanover. The breeding is there. His second dam, there's a horse that went in 52 and made $860,000. The front dam's a little weak. Couple raced, took marks, but never really showed much talent. This horse caught my eye. I took this horse out just because, and very, very good looking horse. So Wheeling and Dealing, I saw a couple of them in London. They were a little small. Didn't really like what I saw. Definitely like what I see in Paragon Hanover, and definitely, hopefully, looking to see Paragon Hanover in the Tomiko Training Center next week, possibly. I don't know if we can afford the horse, but this was a horse that I liked quite a bit when I brought it out on the floor. So there it is. There's my top 10. If I missed a horse you wanted me to look at, simply email me and I'll tell you if I did look at it and what I thought of it. If your horse didn't make the list, or a horse that I had told you I was looking at didn't make the list, again, send me a message. There's 57 on a list I'm very interested in. But if I want people to focus and I want people to look at what we're truly looking at, what we'd really like to bring home with us, I'm going to have to condense that list. So I brought it down to 11, well, 9, 10. 2 of them are at number 9. So we have 10 on the list, 11 horses, but 10 on the list, if you will, on my top 10 list. So, long day today. It's going to be a long day tomorrow. It's going to be a long 4 days. So, I'm happy to do it. That's my job. Amy and I had something to eat, had a nice steak, had a nice supper tonight, and we're going to head out in the morning. Go to the sale, take a look at a few more horses. 57 on our list. As you can imagine, some of the horses on the book 2 aren't here yet. Some of the later ones weren't quite here yet. We got about another 10 to look at maybe, but as of right now, 57 have piqued my interest. Most in that extra 47 are horses that I find value in. I find very affordable, but I wanted to keep it to 10 for tonight. So you got my top 10 list for the entire Harrisburg sale so far. So far, as you can see, quite a few horses left the list. I can tell you that my top three that I had in my mind going to Harrisburg are all off the top 10 list. They're still on our list, but they weren't worthy of being on the top 10. One was a little skinny, one toed out a little bit. Just didn't look like the horses I hoped and thought they might look like. And then a couple other ones jumped onto that list that I didn't see coming. Sebastian Yu to be one. Certainly not that Uncle Peter filly. I didn't see that coming. I was pretty sure number 1 and number 106 would stay firm on the list if they looked reasonably. But a couple of the other ones that jumped on there really at a left field. I didn't know what to think of the Herbie colt. He looks great too. So anyway, there's 10. I give you the top 10 list to look at. Really the top 11, I guess. And then we'll go through another 10 tomorrow. Probably be about 65 horses on my list out of the entire sale that we're legitimately going to look at. Very few pacers on that list, by the way. There are a couple in that bottom 47. Not that many, though. The fewer of 3 or 4 or 5 we were going to look at. Didn't really love them. One pacing colt found his way onto the list that I didn't see coming either. So, anyway, that's 11, I guess. That's 11. I'm going to come back with 10 more to look at tomorrow. And if you have any questions about the list, about getting involved, about hardline price points, simply pick up the phone, send me an email, send me a text. I'll be happy to talk to you and tell you where I feel these horses sit in regards to TheStable.ca. So, all of you guys hopefully tuned in to the drone sessions. I'll post all those videos too. Curtis had them chopped up into all 10 sets. I'll post the drone videos also in this email. So you get a top 11 list for Harrisburg. You will get the drone videos from Saturday and any pertinent information that goes with either. So that's it. That's Harrisburg coming up to day 1. I saw all the horses I wanted to look at. I got my on-site inspections done. I gave you my top 10 or 11 list. I can tell you the other 47 that are on it. I'll even tell you the other 10 we're looking at tomorrow. But that's it right now. That's where we stand. That's what I've seen. Anyway, I'm sure we'll have some videos coming for you tomorrow from the sale at Harrisburg, Pennsylvania. The Harrisburg sale kicks off tomorrow at noon. You should have got these videos in the morning. Talk to you soon.